Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live show for this beautiful book. Gorgeous, stunning. We love her.
Cammy!
It's in the other room.
While we wait for people to hop in, we can introduce ourselves. Once again, I have forgotten to link people. I'll do that after. But go follow them, all wonderful human beings. Also, their names literally say their channel name, so you can still, yeah. But do y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Hannah. My channel's Hannah's Recent Reads. This is a reread for me, so I'm really, really excited to talk about it. Everybody else, this is your first time, right? Reading it? Yeah. I'm so excited to talk about this book.
Oh, also give your star rating.
A 5.
Oh.
Okay, I'm Rachel. My channel is Ravenhaired Reader, and I gave this 3 stars.
Oh, that is shocking. Okay.
That actually shocked me. I was like, wait, is this a joke?
No, oh my God. It's not.
Everybody was waiting for her.
3, okay. 3 is not bad. It's not bad. Anyway.
I know, but going off of our reactions to Prince.
Yeah, no, trust me, no one is more surprised than I that this turned out to be a 3-star. I loved, we'll discuss. I'm sorry. I'm going to start talking.
Who wants to go next? Cammy?
Okay. Hi, I'm Cammy from Burrows and Books. I gave this book 4 stars, like a low 4.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah from Sarah's Shelves, and I gave this book 5 stars.
Yay!
I'm so glad you liked it.
I feel like this is the reveal we were all waiting for.
I know. I was gonna be like, I gave it
Sarah. I've
star,
been thinking about it all month. I'm like, what did Sarah rate this book?
I mean, if I bought the rest of the books, I feel like that was a bit of a hint.
That's true. That's true.
True. Okay, I'm Sahar. You're on my channel, so hopefully you know who I am. And I gave this 4 stars, but also a low 4 stars, but still solid 4. Okay, do we want to do quick spoiler-free thoughts for anyone who hasn't read the book? Also, hello, excited to have you here. Hello. Yes, Marissa loves this book. Hello. 5 stars. Okay. Enjoyed. Love it. Well, spoiler-free thoughts. Anyone want to start us off?
I loved it. I was having the best time rereading it. I gave it 5 stars the first time I read it too. And I have been wanting to reread it for a little while. But then, Sahar, when I found out you were doing this for the book, for this book club, I was like, okay, I'll save it for that. And I just had the best time. I was squealing and smiling while reading this. And I was just I almost forgot how much that I loved this book, but it was wonderful.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you had a really good experience with it.
I loved it.
Yeah, I was also squealing. I mean, it literally happened in the live show where I was I just read the best line the whole book, all that stuff. And even after our sprints ended, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just finish it later. And I was doing other things. I took a shower, and then I was like, girl, who are you kidding? You gotta finish this book. So if that tells you how much I liked it.
Yay. Anyone else?
I really liked the characters.
Okay.
I was a big fan.
But I really like the plot.
You really liked the plot?
What?
I didn't hear you. And I was I either said I hated the plot or really liked the plot.
Yeah,
I really like the plot. I love mystery aspect. That's not a spoiler. There's a general mystery aspect in this story, and I like that a lot. That's my favorite part of the book.
I also liked the timelines too.
Yeah, the dual timelines.
Yeah, love a dual timeline.
Yes, love the dual timelines.
Yeah, I agree. I think the plot for me was like the strongest point of this book. I think like I had some issues with the romance, which we'll talk about, and I had some issues with the pacing, which we'll also talk about. But I think overall, like the underlying plot was really, really good. Also gave it a low 4 stars. What line you're talking about?
I can't say it yet. It's a spoiler.
Well, we can jump right in. So if you haven't read this book,
Sorry,
you've been warned.
That was so smooth.
Yes.
Well, boom.
Yeah, Sarah, tell us.
Okay, I tabbed it, I think. Okay, so it's when it's revealed that a fairy shows them to his soulmate. I was like,
Oh, yes.
Wings.
it made me squeal. It was on page 327, like the very end of that chapter.
Yes. That was so funny too when you read it and you're like, oh my God. And I was like, tell me. And I looked it up and I was like, oh my God. That's the best part.
It was the reveal. I'm like, wow. Soulmates.
That was like the mic drop, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Game changer.
I love that part.
Also loved the plot. It seemed fresh and new to me. Also scary. It did have like, not like scary, but like I liked the vibes of the plot.
Mhm.
I thought it was really well done.
And then the Thief of Souls was like very unhinged. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how much of that was in this first book. Like that part, like the whole ending basically where she gets kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I forgot that was in this book.
yes. And those like creepy children that were like trying to, that was kind of scary.
The little babies like talking to her.
Trying to eat you, like bite you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the fact when like Des was there, they just like looked at him and screamed like in sync, like they all turned towards him and just started screaming. Like how terrifying.
Yeah, imagine that. That is so creepy.
I would love to see that portrayed like on
Oh my God.
He's so creepy.
And the way she's like, oh yeah, just leave me alone in here. Like you go do your own thing because you're freaking them out. I'm like, they're freaking me out. What do you mean? Like happily, I will go over there. You
Oh my God.
fend for yourself with these demon kids.
Love the plot and the characters and the dual timelines. I just had such a fun time reading it. Yay. He's literally like over prancing around, like, look at these feathers.
Yeah, just and like that scene with her ex-boyfriend where he's like, oh, sorry, man, I didn't know. And he's like, what did I do? And she's like, what the fuck? That was so funny.
Oh my gosh, her freaking boyfriend was
Yeah, he was gross.
like
very territorial and not in a hot way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's usually hot, but no.
Yeah, definitely gave off desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me the ick.
Yeah. Giving Jacob Black vibes, honestly.
Yes.
Double ick.
Yeah. Okay. I want to personally really discuss the ending of this book, but I don't want to like just jump. So we can like back up a little bit. If anyone has like really strong thoughts about like the first half of this book, because I personally loved the first half. Like I thought it was gonna be 5 stars up until like the second half of the book, and then I feel like it just kind of declined a little bit for me.
Was it like the plot went in a different direction than you thought, or the romance was like heavier in the second half and that's why you didn't like it as much?
I feel like the ending was really rushed for me. Like I feel like there was like such a buildup to like all of these questions and like the mystery element of it. And I know that it wasn't supposed to like be resolved obviously in like the first book, but I feel like we were getting like so much buildup to at least have like something more at the end. And I feel like we didn't get that. Like it still, I'm just like, okay, so what's going on? Like, I want to know. know.
I think it was in Rachel's vlog that you talked about the dialogue. Yeah, I hated the dialogue.
Yeah, I'll just get into this really quick. So just because I have like the lowest rating, I'll keep this very brief, but I really loved, like Sahar was kind of talking about the beginning of the book, like really, really loving how the book started out. And I really like the dual timeline. I like how having that past to go back to, we were able to build on the current relationship in present day without like, all this, explaining and exposition about it. We actually got to see it. And so it made the current day relationship have the tension, and we got to see both of it. So I really, really loved that. And yeah, I mean, I like Des, I like Callie, like they're cool, whatever. I just like the dialogue was extremely cringe for me, and it overrode my enjoyment of the book. Like I mean, like I enjoyed the book, but just not as much as I think that I would have. I just like, yeah, it just didn't really hit me great, but I like the plot a lot. I'm excited to see where things go just with how it was left and everything. So yeah.
That's fair. I can definitely see that. I feel like I didn't like how many Harry Potter references were in this book.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, can we put it to bed, please?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I come to expect it in like every book now. There's not a book that I don't come across that has like at least one tiny one.
It wasn't, I think they did it like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, okay, the first one I let it slide, and then they did it like again and again. And I was like, why? Why are we using this? Like, why is this in here? Especially because it wouldn't even be like a tiny little reference. It's like, no, they're going to cuddle and watch the last Harry Potter movie that they didn't get a chance to watch. And I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Don't read the second Bergman Brothers book.
But I just kind of gloss over it now. I used to take off stars for books that had Harry Potter references in them, but I'm like, it's so common now that like I would just never give a 5-star ever again.
It's like she didn't know, like she released the breath she didn't know she was holding or whatever. It's like one of those where you're like, really? Are we still doing this?
Yeah. I don't know. It just like pulled, I think like the first 1 or 2 times it happened, I was like, okay, whatever. But then like that scene where they're literally like talking about watching the movie for like a couple pages, it like pulled me out of the story. And that's why I got annoyed, because I was like so invested into these characters and like what was going on. And then all of a sudden I was like thinking about Harry Potter, and like I did not want that.
Yeah.
But another thing that I not like had a problem with, but I just like didn't, I don't know. I wish it was like something different, but like why he left all those years ago and like why he could now come back. I don't know. I was like, oh, he just had to spend these years so that her whatever could come true. And I was just like kind of rolling my eyes at that. I wish there was like something more like dramatic, or like something that was external to like their relationship. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I liked that reason that he got pulled away, was like, it wasn't like anything that either of them could really control. If that makes sense. Like, I like that was the reason why they were pulled apart. And it wasn't like they had a big fight or whatever and something. And then like now it's a second chance. Like there was like the magic, you know?
Yeah. Also, someone liked the Harry Potter reference. I still don't get why he had to leave for 7 years. I've read that scene like 3 times and I'm still lost.
It's like the 7 years was like the price that they had to pay
for her wish.
For her, like for them to be soulmates.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like, I feel like I just like the kind of reader that I am, that reasoning like didn't resonate with me. But like I recognize like how it could resonate with other people, like it did for you, Hannah. Yeah.
Excuse Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Give you guys a jump scare there.
Yeah.
I could tell Sarah knew it was coming because I was like getting ready.
It should, like, on reading spreads, it shouldn't even be like a timer ding. It should just be.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Now imagine a bunch of that happening at the same time. That's how I picture the children turning around.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
I think we all read the original, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both times I read it was the original.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and then I saw the post that it had new content in the newer one. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have made it better for, like, everyone else. Not Hannah and I who gave it 5 stars.
Right.
Like, if it would have been a 5-star with that new content, you know?
Well, and it's edited too.
Yeah.
She didn't say what was edited, but that it's edited. So I'm like, I'm reading for the next one. I'm reading the new edition. So, and you guys will be reading the old one. So it'll be interesting if like our experiences are like different, you know.
Ooh. That
Did
will
you
be-
get the physical of the old one, Sarah?
Yeah, I got not the short one, the Emperor of Evening Stars, but the other two. I got the old editions.
Hopefully I find the old ones. I really like these covers.
Yeah.
I like those covers too.
Yeah, it felt like a random magical rule that was just thrown in, but I went with it.
I feel like also it was there because, like, he wouldn't do anything about his attraction to her because, like, she was too young. I don't even remember, like, specifically how old they both were, like, in the past timeline and in present timeline.
I know, like, in the past, when they met, like, when she killed her stepfather, like, she was, I think, 15, because they were saying how, like, 16 was, like, the age of adult, and she was going to turn in, like, a few months or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
she
when,
was,
like the first chapter where like she kills her stepdad and he comes and like they make that first deal. She's like a couple weeks shy of 16, and then when she calls on him again and he's like, all right, they do like, you know, the continuous thing. She's like 16 throughout that all, and I think she turned 17 at some point during that, but then like that's when the magic takes him away or whatever, and then she's like 23 when she comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Cool. Apparently the novella has the most changes.
Oh,
Interesting. I read the new edition and the dialogue wasn't weird to me, but maybe I'm just weird.
I read the new edition too, and I still thought it was like a little bit cringy.
I love their banter, like their dialogue. I ate it up.
Yeah, same. I loved it.
There was not one flaw. I was like so invested in that and not so much the plot, which is like the opposite of.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I was here for the romance. I didn't really care. I like the plot is nice, but that's not what I like it for.
Like, it's nice that it had a plot and then it was a fleshed out plot, but I was like, okay, but when are they gonna kiss? Like,
sometimes it'd be like a plot heavy like scene, and I'd be like, all right, let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah. Literally me.
Like, I do like the plot of the whole series. I do like it, but if I had to pick plot or romance, I'm here for the romance.
Yeah,
same.
That's fair. Did you guys have like a favorite scene or a favorite character in this book?
I mean, Des is my favorite, but like
Des is my favorite. I love
Des
him.
is my favorite too, I think.
Me too.
Now I don't want to say something else.
Wait,
No,
who's yours?
I love Temper.
Say it.
Don't.
I loved Temper.
I like Temper too.
I loved
Yeah.
her.
Nice
Des
comedic
is
relief.
my second.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the bestie vibes. Like she was just so like energetic, badass vibes. I was like, yes, I'm here for it.
I think my favorite scenes, like my favorite scene from the like past timeline was the dance. like where he makes her like this really pretty dress, and like she's like socially awkward, and like everybody's been ignoring her and stuff, and so then they're all like, oh, they come and talk to her and like flirt with Des, and he's like, all right, go away now. I thought that scene was really cute.
Yeah, that was sweet.
But also like he shows them to his soulmate scene, like nothing beats that for me.
Yeah.
It's just like the build up to that. You're like clenching your fist, like
clenching something.
Ooh, a spin-off with her would be fun.
I wonder if Laura will ever.
Favorite character, Des, yes. I love anytime Des is trying to hold himself back from Callie, but of course eventually caves.
Yes.
The tension
the tension
was solid. Like I was here for it.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm also thinking like, okay, with the like kidnapping, like let me think like what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I feel like I wish like that had been more like drawn out, like Des trying to like find her, you know, and like coming to the rescue. Like I feel like she was kidnapped and then like, oh no, and then he's there already. And I was like, like it didn't feel like the stakes were high because like when I started feeling like, oh my God, like she's kidnapped, what's gonna happen? It was already over.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it maybe should have ended while she was still kidnapped and like we didn't know what was gonna happen next. Like that would be a great cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Right. I kind of thought maybe that's how the book was going to end, that she was just going to be like imprisoned for a while and then like whatever. But yeah, I agree. I would have liked that to be longer and just like more intense, and like we learn more about like the Thief of Souls, like just his whole situation for like another like even like 50 pages or something. I feel like it could have benefited from.
Yeah, definitely felt a little rushed.
Yeah.
I do like though that she has wings now.
Oh,
yes.
Like he kept calling her like pretty bird and like all this stuff, and I just like totally like in the middle of the book when he would come to her dreams or something and there was feathers everywhere, I'm just like completely oblivious to like all of the foreshadowing. I'm like, oh, feathers, okay, cool, moving on. Like I didn't think twice about it. And then when she like got wings, I was like, oh damn, this is cool.
Yeah,
I loved that.
But
and like Des has like bat wings and she has like feathered wings, which I think is really cute. They're so cute.
And she still has her scales. So like she was saying that she felt ugly.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
Oh my God, Rachel.
Sorry. My 5-year-old nephew is trying to FaceTime me.
Oh, that's so cute. Let him join.
On my sister's phone, he doesn't have a phone. Just wanted to clarify.
Let him join.
So cute.
That's cute.
Did he read Rhapsodic?
He didn't. I don't think he can really read yet, actually.
I did love that she was a siren. Like,
yeah, that's why I liked when she got wings, because I'm like, oh, it's like the Greek mythology sirens that are like bird-like and steady.
Also, like, I like that she has this like unique ability, but then it doesn't work on like Faye.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, because like that would be so easy for her to just be like, tell me the truth, bitch. Like, it would have been so easy. So like that fact that it doesn't work on, so like it just adds a little extra complication to the story because it would have been just too easy.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that she has that ability.
Me too. Also, I will say I usually don't like urban settings, but obviously loved it in Crescent City because like, come on. But I actually like really liked it in this. Like I feel like it worked with the story because usually I feel like it's just set in like the normal world for the sake of being set there. But I feel like it fit with the theme and the vibes of the book.
Really well. I like that there's like the two realms too. Like and that they like fly to Dessa's island like house, and then there's like a portal to the Fey world. Also, like his kingdom sounds so cool. Like it's in the clouds. Like that's lit.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Like how cool would that be?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that in future books we get more descriptions of his kingdom, because I wanted that as well. I was like, I want a like full description of everything going on here and the courts, and I liked the flora and fauna, like that was cool and everything. I want to learn more about that.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that a lot of that would go over my head because I don't normally like read fantasy or whatever, but it was actually fairly easy to follow, which was nice.
Yeah.
The writing style was really accessible.
It was, yeah.
I did not know that Bewitched was supposed to be set in this world. Like I added Bewitched just because I like Laura Thalassa's writing, like to my TBR, but I did not know it was set in the same world. That's awesome.
I didn't. I'm gonna add this because
I was just thinking of Bewitched, like the Nicole Kidman movie. I'm like, wait, what?
And me too. And I was like,
I can't get it out of my head whenever I see that. I just think of Nicole Kidman.
Oh my god, she looks.
I think of like the nose wiggle.
Yes.
Every time.
I love that movie. It's so good.
Same.
He's written so much. I gotta type this book up.
Sorry, I got sidetracked with looking it up on Goodreads.
Ooh,
That's what I'm doing.
I didn't expect her wings and feathers to be permanent, though. It was very sudden and out of nowhere. Yeah, and then also like the foreshadowing, I feel like made it less like abrupt, but it definitely was like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah, all of the foreshadowing that like when it happened, I was like, God, I feel dumb for not like guessing that ahead of time. Like I felt so stupid because it's like so in your face. Like he literally calls her like pretty bird and little bird all the time.
Yeah. But I feel like that was like a good way to hide it, like right in front of your face.
Yeah.
See it.
And like that one nightmare, she literally wakes up and it's like the feathers from her mattress are like spread out as wings and she's laying on them like.
Yes. No, it's really good.
I read that and I was like, oh my God, beautiful. Huh.
Yeah.
It's so creepy.
I
don't know. I feel like most of the romances I read, though, they always call them like little bird. So I didn't even catch it.
Yeah, I feel like in The Plated Prisoner, doesn't he call her like little bird or something? So I just feel like I've heard that before, so I did not think about it at all.
Like it's not Des calling her that. It's like the Thief of Souls calling her that.
Yeah. But just that
knew.
nickname, yeah.
Yeah.
The nickname is overused at this point. I mean, they use that in Den of Vipers too. Like they called her Little Bird.
She get wings at the end of that one.
Loved us. I get why we didn't get his POV, but I wanted to read his reaction to Callie's kidnapping. I needed that pain.
Yes.
That would have been fun if she just threw in like one chapter of him and it's just like heartbreaking. I'd probably just be sobbing. Like,
yeah. Because then we could see his side and like it wouldn't feel so abrupt of him like being there as soon as she's kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was kidnapped for over a week before Destiny. Yeah, but like it didn't feel like she was there for over a week.
Right.
The way it was written was like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. It was like she's there and it's like, oh, a week has passed. I'm like, what? Just I love that her powers work. Yeah. Well, they don't work on any Fae, right?
Any Fae.
Any Fae, yeah.
Like, he's the only one we care about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Her little bird is in
Yes.
number 2.
Yes.
Or people will say like Sparrow.
Yeah.
As like a, I think it's a cute nickname, but
yeah,
I'm a simp for that kind of thing. So
I'm trying to look up like why
any kind of nickname, I'm just like swoon.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's overused. I'm just like, oh.
I mean, he called her Cherub, and I was like, I kind of hated it at first, and then I was like, it's kind of cute though.
It's kind of cute.
It is, yeah. When I first heard it, I was like, rude. But then slowly, I was like, okay, it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Exactly how I was.
What?
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
time, like the
It's not
fact
cute.
that he. Sorry, go ahead, Rachel.
Oh no, I'm done.
When he like first calls her that, and she's like, "Ugh, that just makes me think of like little naked babies." Like,
Yeah.
like that's how he sees me, as like this little baby. And then like every time you call her cherub, I'm like, it's just so cute.
Yeah, it definitely grew on me
Me too.
throughout the book.
Because it is a strange
Yeah.
nickname.
I'd be like, excuse me? What did you just say?
What did you just call me?
Also, like the fact that she didn't like that nickname to
Yeah.
start, and now she does, because like, oh, I just love that when they call them like nicknames and they're like annoyed with it at first. Oh
Mm-hmm.
God, so
Yeah.
good.
I've read the whole series. La la la. I love Cherub. Yeah, and like, I guess that was like another hint to the wings.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't even realize that
I'm
one.
just dumb, like.
Just missed it.
And yeah,
Yeah.
she was like, "What the hell, bro? Like, what do you know?" Yeah, I did. I really liked their romance. Like,
Yeah, me too.
but I also hate. I don't even remember his freaking name. The werewolf ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. What was it?
I have no idea.
Dickhole.
That's
So
probably right.
irrelevant. That
He is really irrelevant.
he like really pissed me off.
He was
Like,
so annoying. I was like,
when he
no,
was
He's
so
way.
so annoying.
And it's just like, he's not gonna last. So I'm just
Eli.
like, oh, come on,
Eli. Yeah.
Eli.
Eli.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like,
Eli.
he just went and put her on that freaking wanted list thing, and I was just like,
Yeah, so petty.
"Are you
Yeah.
Toxic.
Also,
gonna
the
go
fact
to
that
and like trash the place?"
he even like came by her when he wasn't supposed to, like that's like a rule he's supposed to follow as a werewolf, and he
Mhm.
chose not
Yeah.
to, and like could have potentially like changed her into a shifter, even though she specifically said she didn't want that. And he was like, well, whatever, it's what I want. So I was like,
Yeah.
leave.
And then she like break up with him, and then he came over and he was like, "Oh, you were serious about that?"
Yeah.
Like, no doubt.
Like, I'm pretty sure I can make my own decisions. Thanks.
Yeah, I did not like
really
him.
bad.
Ugh. Also, how very like werewolf of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely like in character.
Territorial.
Me too. Me too.
He tried
What
to
is
get
this in
it.
reference to?
I think
all the foreshadowing.
like
The cherub thing.
Gotcha.
just
Out of context in general.
Like, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, Marissa's just like venting to us. Like, you're such an idiot, Marissa. Not nice. No, I didn't catch any of that. I'm gonna be like watching out for that in the next book.
Next time we're gonna be like,
Everything
oh, I
is
thought it was this, and it's not doing anything.
Everything is
You're gonna have
foreshadowing.
these crazy theories, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I bet it's this. Look at all this foreshadowing."
I'll have
You
like,
overanalyze
like, red
every-
string and pins behind me. Like, who called her this?
yeah, I'm definitely gonna overanalyze everything in the next book.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this one sentence feels a little weird. Doesn't look like it belongs. It must mean something. Yeah, I'm just an idiot.
Same.
I relate to this on like a deeper core level.
Sometimes I'm on TikTok and I like read people's fan theories. I'm like, where did you come up with this? Like, wow.
Mhm.
It's so out of
Big
left
brain.
field, and then sometimes they're right, and you're like,
Yeah.
"No."
I tried to do that with the last Kingdom of the Wicked series book. I had like a really good theory, and I was like, oh, I hope it's this. And then it wasn't, and I DNF'd the book, and it disappointed me. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't
She
come
was
up with
so
these
mad that she was wrong. She's like,
Yeah.
"I'm done."
You totally
It was wrong, so
spiraled
yeah.
after that.
You know what, Carrie Maniscalco? This sucks.
I was like, come on. I came up with a good idea. Use my idea. rewrite this book and use my idea.
That's why I often try not to theorize, because I'm like, okay, now if it doesn't end the way I think it's going to and would be the best way, then I'm going to deduct a star just because it could have been better.
Yeah.
But you chose a different route.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I try not to like theorize, but can't help it.
Yeah, sometimes you can't.
I usually don't theorize, except for Sarah, but for Sarah J. Maas.
For Sarah Shelves. Always theorizing.
Theorize about Sarah
Theorizing
Shelves.
with Sarah Shelves.
While we watch her videos, we're like, what is she going to say next?
I'm the type of reader who never theorizes, so I'm shocked by everything, which is great for me, but everyone else always guesses it. I need to do this. Like, I need to just read the book and then just like, woo, you know, like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
probably
God.
better. It's better. I think it's probably better to do like that.
Mhm.
My brain is just like instantly just trying to theorize though, and then I get my feelings hurt. So
Yeah.
I mean, specifically for thrillers, I've stopped doing that. And then people are like, how did you not guess the twist? And I'm like, because I didn't want to. So I
Try.
you're like, I'm trying to enjoy this book.
I always hate when people are like, I guessed that from like page 5, and I'm like, well, now you're just making me feel dumb. I didn't.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm glad that no one else saw any of that stuff coming, because I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
I love wings though.
Yeah.
I love wings.
I'm really excited for book 2.
Yeah, me too.
I am too. I think each one will get better too.
Yeah. Hannah's favorite is the second one, right? Hannah?
Yep.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The second one's my favorite.
I didn't guess
I
that.
had to read it.
I can't remember. It was so long ago that I first read ACOTAR. I have no idea.
I
don't
didn't guess it.
I don't
I don't
think
think I did.
I didn't. And everybody was like, this is so stupid. It's so obvious. And I was like, really, Karen?
No,
I didn't guess
absolutely not.
I probably didn't. I don't even think I remember what it was the second time I read it.
No, when I reread it, I was like, how do you get no spoilers. How do you get that from that?
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I have 2 brain cells because
I think it was like a hammer? Or, like, I don't know. Like something like dumb.
The cauldron? What?
Yeah, you know what? I think it might have been that.
Yeah. No, I didn't guess that at all.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I'm usually too dumb for those things. So I just kind of like read it. I'm like, oh, pretty riddle. Okay, give me the answer. Yeah. To be fair, I stopped and thought it out and was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. I feel like even if I
thought it out. Didn't come to me.
Yeah, same. I was like, I actually tried to solve it before Feyre did, and I didn't.
I fully did try to figure it out and didn't happen. So
you know what?
Oh, so cheesy. I was like, what is that?
I thought it was a picture of Tamlin.
picture of what?
Tamlin.
Is there a garbage bin? That would be Tamlin.
He's stinky.
Oh gosh. Is there anything else in this book that you guys are like, what the hell? Or that you loved?
Everything.
I mean, I have a favorite like quote, or one of my favorite quotes.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah.
This is Des speaking, okay? And mountains may rise and fall, and the sun might wither away, and the sea claim the land and swallow the sky, but you will always be mine. And the stars might fall from the heavens, and night might cloak the earth, but until darkness dies, I will always be yours.
Aww.
I love that.
That's so cute.
Wait, what page is that on?
342.
Oh, it's really pretty. I'm gonna tap that. Oh.
Literally, if someone said that to me,
I'd be like, are you on something? No, I'm just kidding.
I'd be like, are you sure this isn't meant for someone else? Like, are you talking to the right person?
funny though? Like you read that in a book and you're like, oh my God, why doesn't anyone
Yes.
ever say that to me? And then someone will say something like super cute and cheesy like that, and you're like,
New phone, who
all
did?
right.
Oh, if
Exactly.
Sean said that to me, I would throw up. Like,
Right? Like I'm just trying to picture like
I love
somebody
it in
that
a
I
book,
am
but
romantically
absolutely
interested in
not.
saying that to me. I'd be like, ew.
Be like, am I on Punked right now? This is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute. I think it's like it has to like reading it, written
Yeah.
out. I think
Yeah.
that helps a lot.
Mhm.
That's like
Yeah.
so many things though. Like some of my favorite lines. Like if somebody said that out loud to me right now, I'd be like, oh. But when you read it, there's something about it.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that's why books are better than people.
We all
Yeah. Also, like, it's just so much more intense when it's like a fae book because they just like feel so intensely.
yeah.
So I'm like,
I love Faye
yes,
so much.
you can be this cheesy and it's fine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? All right. Well, that was really fun. Thank you, everyone, for chatting with us and discussing this book. Love the drama and fated mates vibes. Yes,
Same.
love that.
Mm-hmm.
Soulmate part, love that. But
It
yeah,
never gets old.
we're gonna be doing sprints for A Strange Hymn sometime this month. I don't know when, but we'll let y'all know. Make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you subscribe to all of these wonderful ladies. They're beautiful human beings and great taste in books, so can't go wrong. But yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and we'll see you guys in our reading sprints for book 2.